Hello everyone, this is B3back7 with Jumper Redux. In the last part we did some more stages, and now we'll do some more. We are now at 6-3 with 1,051 deaths. So, let's keep on going and die some more. Okay, I did not realize that my call had to be so... Oh! A mimic puzzle in real time? Well, that's just not nice. Oh, what? Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Okay, so I have to time these. Like super... Not like that. Okay, I think what I need to do is like some crazy thing, but I can't actually do it because it requires way too much timing. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I can walk as soon as I get there. Yeah, that's almost what I want. Agmo, when I say jump, you jump. Stop being a giant coward about it. Okay, Agmo! Jeez! You impetuous child. Okay, there you go. Oh, what? This is done. Okay, Oh, what? Oh, I hate this guy. He's just a big jerk who dies all the time. And because he's got such a complex, everyone has to go down with him when he dies. Seriously, dude? You got some issues to work out. Yeah, that Ghost Block has some issues, alright. Okay, I need to remember the logic that I take here. That's almost it, except don't be so stupid. Okay. Making progress. Oh, what? Come on. You could do it, I think. Come on, do it right. That's too far away. Oh, no, that worked just fine. I did it. Fast-paced death action. Coming to you today. Oh, there we go. Ah! So close. So close. I'm so close. Ah, I was there. Boo. Well, I know it's possible, so let's just make it be done now. Agmo, I swear, you will be grounded to death. Too late. Should work. No! Oh my god. Wait, I got it. I got it. I wish I could offset these guys somehow so I could do a crazy tricky thing. But I can't, so that's not gonna work. Hey, you jerks, you stop. You stopped. How dare you. Only jerks stop. Agmo, you're a jerk for stopping yourself. They dropped me. They dropped me in my hour of need. Those jerks, I can never trust them. Yeah, I remember I coined the expression being an arrow block back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean a few videos ago. Like 2 or 3. It still stands. These guys are jerks that will drop you at the first opportunity. Because that's what they do. They don't arrow like they say they do. They drop you. Drop you in your hour of need. That's all they do. They drop. Like they just did there. These guys are such jerks, they can't even stand to drop just one person. They gotta drop both at the same time. I mean, what kind of high level of jerkiness does that require, huh? Okay, seriously, my focus is not on the right areas at the same time. Okay. Ah, come on, that was dumb. Blech, okay, that was not dumb, but that was me. Well, yes, it was dumb, but not game fault dumb. It wasn't the game's fault. Why are you dropping me? What did I ever do to deserve that? Yeah, this is why I don't take up a career in singing, folks. There we go. Wow. Everything about this seems horrible. Okay, so only one jump. And I gotta do some crazy shenaniganery. Yeah, that's just how I like it. Yeah, whatever. Then again, it's just like those jumps from 4-1. Get the timing right and everything is cool. You don't get the timing right though, and your buttocks are going to be laminated or lamented for their buttocks-ness. Ah, what? Also, I have to do a stupid cannon jump. Those are just the worst. What? Okay, this stage is gonna suck. A lollipop. And a popsicle. And then it's going to be the worst thing ever. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about this world anymore. Yeah, this is just unfair. Unfair to all the hard-working peoples of the people world. I mean, I've paid my dues. Why do I have to jump through these hoops to get to my electricity? Actually, why do I have to turn on the electricity again? Can't I just live in the glories of the days before electricity happened? I mean, it's not like I have a time machine, but you could start. Seriously, these people and their security gates, I mean... How do you get a door to shut down when there's no electricity? I mean... I understand that a part of it can move down, but the part that moves up, that's gravitationally impossible, isn't it? Right. It's probably the toughest part. Oh, who am I kidding? This is... yeah, that's gonna be the worst thing ever. I hate it already. Plus that after that first arrow, the rest of the arrow jumps aren't too bad. I mean, it does involve getting there first, for one, and two, there are a lot of barbecue stains, but once you get past all that, I guess it's not too bad. Yeah, these fireballs are jerks. Happily murder people. They're a walking grill. Except this grill barbecues soldiers too. I think it only burns Ogma, actually. Ah, that was supposed to be the easy part. What the hey, game? What the hey? It's all your fault. Of course. Nice save. Even before nice death. Yep, there we go. I wish I was not such a good predictor of doom. Okay. Part 2 commence. Ah, what? That is wrong. The dying part, and I guess also the way I did it, but the dying is especially wrong. Especially wrong. Yeah, no. That's not how it works. No, you don't. Yes. No! That is not yes. How dare you? Because yes is honorable only heart, and no is... Is there even a band called No? I bet there is, and it's really a weird name for a bad name to be called after yes or no. I bet there's a band called Toaster too while we're at it. There's bands named after everything. Yes, that is the part where I die a whole lot. Yeah, you're very good at this, you're catching on. You'll go far in this business, kid. By far, I mean you'll die a lot. That's a promising career venture. dying a whole lot. Dad, I can't wait to die a whole lot. Good for you, son. Stupid fireballs and dumb faces that have no faces. That's the most rude thing, to not have a face. I mean, if you don't have a face, people can tell how you feel. That's just disgusting. These things with no faces, just don't. It's like you're conveying the lack of emotion, even though you probably have them, and that contradictoriness disgusts me. Okay, not really. To the people out there who don't have any faces, congratulations on managing to find this video, but also my apologies. You're probably all beautiful people, but you do need to learn other means of emoting, because you will confuse people. People are easily confused by things they don't understand. That's why we have a bunch of issues about these kinds of things today. People not understanding this, or people not understanding that. Even though they're pretty common demonstrative pronouns, but I mean, the confusion still stands. And we need to put an end to it. Though to be fair, you can't really stop someone from not knowing something. Well, okay, that's stupid. You can, by making them know about it. Of course, there's a difference between letting them know and just being an arrogant face about it. I mean, if someone asks you about wanting to know more about the theorem of that, don't scoff at them and call them casuals because of it. I mean, how are we gonna have people playing your game if you keep snobbing at them because they ask stupid questions? If people didn't ask stupid questions, we wouldn't know anything. We need stupid questions in our lives in order to acquire the knowledge of the universe. Maybe the question is as stupid as, what did you eat this morning? I mean, it may sound lame on the surface, but these are the important questions of life. We need to know them because they are the key to understanding everything. So, if someone doesn't get it, help them. Yes, I know it can be frustrating, but help them understand. For once they understand, they will become a great ally in your cause. So, people out there who laugh at people, who get pissed at people because, oh, but they don't understand what the consequences of eating tacos. Don't get mad at them because they're misinterpreting every word you say, or if they try to make analogies that don't actually make sense. Help them through it. Say, no, that's not what it is. A taco is not a burrito. It's not like this or that. And if someone gets a wrong view of the thing, correct them kindly. Don't slap them with a fish. I mean, I know it's an old tradition around the IRC boards, but come on, man. Be a kind soul for a change. It just gets to me, you know? That's too far, man. Dying is a fun pastime, except when it actually happens. It's all fun against the sitch, like dying, until the push comes to shove. And then they say, well, are you gonna die or what? Yeah, you tend to not really want to die when you actually are faced with the possibility of dying. I'm not sure what that's about, man. Doesn't make sense, but I guess people don't want to die, which is really weird. And it's even more weird considering you play games where they die a whole lot. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it happens to other people. I guess that's the moral take from this. People are inherently selfish. What a fun moral for kids. Moral for kids, whatever, I don't care. Do I look like I care? No, I kill a red dude like 700 times. No, over 1,000 times. You think I care about some pudgy moral of the story Didio type kind of thing, Coolio? No, I don't. I don't drink Kool-Aid. Also, why is it that drinking the Kool-Aid now implies having bought into some horrible lie? I mean, Kool-Aid is actually pretty good. I don't know why it's associated with lies and cheatery nowadays. It's saddening. Well, I haven't seen much Kool-Aid in recent times, so I mean, maybe that's got something to do with it. Okay, how the heck am I supposed to do that jump? More importantly, why can't I just go up there and practice it until I'm ready and good to go? I mean, jeez, you guys are jerks locking up the part that I'm stuck on. I know that's the whole point of the game, but can't you bend the rules for me? Make me the exception or something? Okay, I mean, I am the exception, and you should always please me, because I'm the only one who matters. Clearly. That was said tongue-in-cheek, of course. Well, it wasn't said tongue-in-cheek. If I did say tongue-in-cheek, it would sound a little like this. So, yeah. That was probably not tongue-in-cheek. Also, I wonder how many times I've said the same things over and over again. I wonder how many times I've said that I say the same things over and over again. I wonder how many times I've said that I say the same things over and over again. I wonder how many times I've said... Okay, let's stop. This is getting in the realm of infinity jokes. And those are never funny. Because they never end. And it's like the song that goes on, it doesn't end, and it's terrible. Dying. What else is there to say about it? It's death. It sure is death. Come on. Don't be a giant earwig. Just gonna get killed by everything in the house. 'Cause people have a weird aversion to bugs. That's funny. People see a bug in a house, they kill it. They see a mosquito, they shoo it away. That's stupid. Mosquitoes are the ones that are actually a problem. And yet people are just willing to just shoot them away because that totally does something. No. People see flies, they take out their fly nets or whatever the heck that thing is called. People see bees. Some people actually squish them. Others will wisely not move because that's the thing to do if you see a bee. But of course they're so hard to tell from wasps, so you're never too sure if it actually does work or not. If it doesn't work, it's a wasp. If it does work, it was a bee. All in all to say that wasps are the most horrible thing, and I will never be able to look at a bee again because they just look so freakishly similar. I think one of them has a different coloring, but you'd have to be so up close to tell that you run too much of a risk of getting stung already just by looking at whether it's a bee or a wasp. So it's safer to just assume and just get the heck out of here. Yeah, because bees and heck don't mix. Well, this is the day I die, aside from those other days where I die. Dying is an important part of learning. Taken out of context, that seems like the most horrible thing ever said, but in the context of games like Jumper, Super Meat Boy, Dead Rooms of Death, dying lets you know what doesn't work, so you can adapt your strategy. And really, that's because of the fact that when you die, you just return to the previous spot with the knowledge of what led to your death. That doesn't happen in real life. Even if there was reincarnation, you won't know what mistakes your past life made, so you won't be able to learn from them. Which is the ultimate cheat thing, because, you know, we learn from mistakes, and if we can't learn from the ultimate mistake, which is death, then what's the point, you know? What's the point in living? Actually, I think many people have asked themselves what's the point of living before. I mean, really, I guess you give yourself the meaning of life. I mean, is it to procreate? Is it to create things? Is it to just be the best sports player ever? Is it to troll and grieve people? Well, it changes from person to person because we all believe different things, we all have different views of life, and we're all just so different that the meaning of life cannot really be hammered down for a single group of people this large, you know? And I died again. That's good. I mean, Yeah, I mean, we're 7, almost 8 billion people on this planet, and we are a lot of people. A lot of different people. So, it's kind of stupid to assume that the meaning of life is going to be the same thing for each and every single of those 7.6 billion people. It won't be the same thing because everything is so different for everyone. The meaning of life for me is not going to be the same as the meaning of life for someone else. It won't be the same for a people's rights activist. It won't be the same for a murderer or a sociopath. It won't be the same for my friends, my parents, my family. It won't be the same for the strangers I run across each day. It won't be the same for homeless people or people with rich, fancy homes. I mean, even those labels I give here, they're just really generalistic because each stranger that I cross is different from one another. Oh, come on. Each homeless person has a different life they live. Each student at a school, they're going there for most likely different reasons. What led them there is a different thing, and their childhood and influences and other things also different. There are so many variables that can change a person's life that really it's just stupid to assume that the same lines of things apply to 8 billion people. Which is really why everything in life is a case-by-case kind of dealio. You can't just use a broom and sweep all of the chimneys with it. Some chimneys are just going to blow up your broom because that's what they do. They believe in state rights or whatever, I don't know. And that leads to explosion of brooms. Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, it's a wide paint brush stroke to paint with a brush the people, you know? So everyone's different. That's what there is to take from this. To assume that a group of people can be marginalized by the same descriptives is completely and utterly stupid. Stereotypes are wrong, you know? Basically, yeah. Anyway, however, in this game, there is no such thing as individuality because they're basically the same sprites stuck over and over again. They do the same exact things. The walls are all following the same code. The fireballs are all doing the same things. Okay, we finally made it back there. Can't wait to die again. Yay! What was that? That was weird. That's what it was. Yes, that is an accurate descriptive factoroid, or whatever. But dumb. Also dumb, but not as controversially dumb. It's all about controversy, isn't it? Well, people get outraged about everything nowadays, so me saying it's an outrage is an outrage in of itself. Because someone is going to have a strong reaction to it. It's like a lot of the internet at this point. Like rule 3,700,000 and the 534. If something exists, someone is going to get offended by it. So at this point, you know, why even bother? Everything you're going to say is just going to make someone angry and outraged. And no matter what you do, no matter what life you live, someone is going to want you to stop doing it. Someone is going to go to the blogs and just complain about it. So, I mean, there are a few things that should end, like death threats of any sort. That's stupid. But for the most part, unless the lifestyle negatively affects a person in a very bad way, why stop it, you know? I mean, if a person keeps themselves and doesn't hurt anyone, why should we force them to not do that, you know? Why should we proclaim and try to ruin their lives, you know? I mean, someone expressing an opinion, I mean, unless the opinion is that someone should commit suicide, well, or that someone should die or whatever. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. I can see that most opinions can be said, and yeah, some of them may be unpopular, but they're popular for reasons because people don't agree with them. And if we get rid of things that people don't agree with, then what do we have? We have a giant empty bowl of people nodding in agreement, and it's kind of paradoxical because the bowl is empty, you know? And yeah, how can people nod in agreement if there's nothing to agree with? Because no one says anything out of fear that someone is going to be outraged by it. That's what may happen if stuff does happen and the whole boat gets tipped over by a rebellion of the systematically napkins. I mean, napkins have all the right to revolutionize. I mean, look at all the gross crap they have to deal with on a daily basis. And if I was a napkin, I would revolt. And those petty human issues, well, I'm a napkin and I get snot wiped all over me every day, so... And then I get thrown in the trash. I mean, is there a human being out there that literally is used to clean up stuff and then they get thrown away into the garbage chute? I mean, maybe it exists in some horrible place, but as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't happen. So napkins technically have it worse. Actually, what about chairs? They have to support our smelly butts all day. I mean, poor chairs, you know? Where's the equality for chairs? Okay, now I'm just making light of an important issue, so I'll just go kill Ogmo. There we go. Everything's fine now. Yeah. I tell you, my opinions get more and more political and controversial by the day. If this keeps up, I'll end up turning into a political vlog commentary channel with gameplay of a game in the background. This must be stopped. And political commentary. Actually, that's just... If something is not complete utter gibberish, we should not be allowed to say it anymore. You know what? I mean, I know this goes against everything I was just saying, but let's have people talk in gibberish so that no one can understand one another and we can just live a happy life. Okay, well, there's a downside that no one understands anyone, and that might feel a little lonely, but it's a price to pay to keep our opinions from being contradicted or something. It is the price that must be paid. Everyone start talking gibberish now! Okay, I'm gonna stop that. That's a stupid joke and it went on for too long. What is this, an episode of Family Guy? Zing! No, but seriously though, this is drawn out and boring. This stage is taking far too long. I mean, it's not exactly that complex looking. I mean, 6-2 is a stage that I understandably died on a lot, so yeah. And it's complex, but this is simple. I'm screwing up these jumps, and this jump just seems stupid, so frankly, this should not be one of the harder stages. It doesn't look that difficult. I understand I keep dying this segment, it's not that difficult either. The little arrow segment here, okay, that's a little bit of a different story in of itself, but still. Okay, once again we are here. Why have a stupid jump at the end of your level? I hate cannons, I hate them so much. Actually, no, let's not be unfair. It's not the cannon's fault. The cannon just stands there right now. They shoot cannonballs, yes, but they're not the problem yet. No, the problem comes in later. when we found out that princesses are on father, which is just disgustingly weird. So that implies some crazy amount of gender bending, which may or may not be impossible, but actually, how does one reproduce with oneself? Okay, that's a disgusting question. Moving on. Naturally. Yeah, of course. Alright, I'm getting this part down pretty well now. I could stand to do better here, though. Definitely could. Ah! I've done it, but I didn't. That's a shame. That stupid chump. Oh my god, I hate black stars. It's just like the biggest jerks in the world. They're like, oh, you can't double jump anymore. Oh, but what if I drop off of a platform like that? Well, no, too bad. You're stupid for doing that in the first place. I'm curious, what was the very first platformer game? I mean, I doubt it was Mario Bros. Because Super Mario Bros. But because, oh, I don't know. It just seems like, yeah, it might have pioneered the genre, but someone must have done it first. I mean, Pitfall? I'm inclined to say Donkey Kong, but that doesn't seem like exactly what it is at all. It doesn't seem like that at all. No, I get the feeling that it's another game that started the platforming genre. What game would that be? I guess my current vote is on Pitfall, but I am most certainly wrong, so I mean, you never know. I tend to be wrong a lot. That happens. This is a mess in of itself. Right, we made it here again. Don't mess it up. I said don't do that, Takamo! I've barely progressed 2 stages, and this is basically going to be the entire video. Well, these are getting rather tough, so, I mean, guess I can't complain too much. I mean, it does make sense in the end. I'd like to at least clear this one, though, because just having cleared a single stage in a video, that just seems wrong to me. But I am getting increasingly sweaty and impatient, so I may have to cut this off soon. Ah, no! Agmo, stop being such a dead guy. It's disgusting. Dead people are the worst. I don't care if people accuse me of necrophobia. I don't like dead people. They're very much dead, you know? I mean, I can have respect for the people that have gone, but the dead people themselves, you know, the corpse? No thank you. How many corpses are there down that pit anyway? Jeez, this must be like an infinity and a half. Or are we just assuming that every time Agmo dies, that's the end of a timeline and we cut back to the beginning of another timeline? This is some serious time travel stuff right there. Not really so much time travel as much as it is alternate dimensions, so... Yeah, Hong Kong, whatever. Yes, you're a real clown car, we get it. I bet people think I'm talking to myself. Yeah, that honking cars are just the stupidest thing. They're dumb, their face is dumb. They make noise. That's the worst thing about their face. Okay, I'm seriously despising this right now, and I'm losing my patience, and... Not in a I'm going to get mad way, but in a I don't feel like doing this anymore kind of way, and there's so many better things I could do anyway, and I'll probably have to stop soon because I'll have more food coming my way and I'll probably eat it, and yeah. Dying on these fireballs is not helping my case. I just want to destroy the world more. But man has never hated fireballs so much as I do. Yes. Okay, how do I even get through this? Okay, bounce on a cannonball? No. Yes. Actually, how about I... You jerk, I hate you. Okay, so I didn't do much, but this is probably going to be kind of longish. So this has been B2Bucking7 with Jumper Redux, and yeah, this is not progressing too well. Well, I mean, the game is supposed to get harder now, so fair enough, I guessed. So, anyway, it's been Beatbook 7 with Jumper Redux. I'll see you in the next part. Have a nice one.